And welcome to the NCAA Baseball Super Regionals, presented by Capital One. On a Sunsplash Saturday afternoon, where else would you rather be? Here at Desharoon Park, it is Game 2 of the Charlottesville Super Regional. Virginia and Kansas State meeting for the second time all-time after UVA's 7-4 victory last night. True sense of urgency that things were getting away from the Cavs. Pop fly to right center. And English underneath for out number 1. It's a mentality, right? When you have that ability to call Game 3 tomorrow in Knoxville, that's going to raise some eyebrows.
Ooh, you better believe it. Shane Harris, nice job coming in with the bases loaded, no outs, and shutting the door.
He was on a Sunday stroll, like no big deal. Anderson strikes out, 2 outs. Here's Casey Salke. There's a drive, left center field, and on a rope, that ball is gone. '14th home run of the season. And the Cavs on the board first.
This Cavs offense, aggressive. They know Whitworth has a great cutter, great slider. Okay, what's the game plan? We got to hunt heaters. Anytime he makes mistakes, does not make many, we can't miss. 14 on the year.
Florida State makes it official. The Noles have punched their ticket to Omaha. How about the stop by Culpepper to his feet? And Bishop unable to dig out the toss. Inning continues. We're coming at some point. For a while last night, it felt like Kansas State was in position. Turns out they weren't. In the dirt and advancing down to second. Trying to was Henry Ford, and he's going to be thrown out. And this one may be challenged by Brian O'Connor.
About Pelletier, though, jumping from behind home plate, quick fire, throw right on the screws. I'm with you, just in there.
And I mean by 2.5 inches.
Those steps Coach Oak talks about, huh? One step at a time. Every step matters in the postseason.
We act. Wentworth, the payoff. First and second, 2 away. And the inning that will not end for K-State after a great start for Jackson Wentworth and those first 2 hitters. Ford at second, Ferentz at first. A line drive in the gap. That'll get down. Another run will score. Here comes Ford. And Virginia with runners at the corners and a 2-0 lead. Pitch in the dirt. And escaping to second is Didowick. 2-out magic. The lightning strikes off the bat of Casey Salke. Hot shot to third. They'll try for the out at first, and it's there for Parsons. Henry Ford gets it done. Casey Salke. That was before you were even born.
Yeah. I heard the name, though.
High and tight. Jones is aboard. 5-pitch walk and a good start for the Cats. For those that care about such things. Runner goes. Speaking of stolen bags, number 40 on the season in 42 attempts for Brendan Jones.
On bases, they get a guy on second base now with no outs.
Lotus bunts it down the third baseline. Runner was in motion. Here's the toss. It's in time. Jones was already standing at third by the time Lotus was able to get to the bag at first. K-State 90 feet away from slicing that 2-0 lead in. First team all Big 12, Culpepper back in the box awaiting, and a shot. Center field retreating. Whalen at the track. He gave it a ride. He comes up just short. It is deep enough to score the first run of the game for the Cats. Fly ball center field, and again Whalen at the track. A little closer to the wall, but he'll keep it in the park. Kansas State, an early run. The sac fly by Culpepper, 2-1.
Team that's got their back against the wall, a little bit of bulletin board material, and something to fire them up a little bit more.
So in actuality, it wasn't a huge deal, and Godbout said excuse me afterwards, and so center field. 2 hops to second. There's Day, and there's the second out. Did you ever have a moment like that in the bigs or at Florida State? Post-game interview, you could feel that adrenaline. Tap back to the mound, and ricochets in and out of the glove of Wentworth, but in plenty of time he gets it to first base. And a bounce back inning for Jackson Wentworth. 1-2-3. Opposite field, a blooper, and it's down. Leadoff man aboard for Nick English. And here comes the big bat of David Bishop. He hit his 4th home run up. Chip away at that. I think it's interesting. Back up the middle. That's through for a hit. The first 2 aboard for K-State. How about first to third for Nick English? And he will make it in cleanly. Now, certainly when you're calling games, obviously the call is right down the middle. But
the runner maybe even turns into a base hit bunt. Like that play here for Kansas State.
Runners go. They'll pull back. The throw to second. Not in time. Aggressiveness. The calling card for the Cats this year. And now 2 in scoring position. When English was racing towards home for a minute. Now come back against Clemson to grab a 1-run lead. A lot of baseball left there. Sharply to short. This will score a run for the Cats to tie it up at 2. 6-3 on the put out. The RBI given to Parsons. And advancing to third in the process is David.
The ball below the zone.
Chuck 0 for 4 last night, and now 0 for 1 today. The punch out caught looking. Big time pitch on the outer half by Jay. Pelletier strikes out. But Kansas State ties it up. Grounder to second off the bat of Jaden Parsons. 2-2. And a payoff stays high at 91. Leadoff man aboard for the Hoos. Second walk issued by Wentworth. '14th home run of the season is Lasse B. A shot that's going to be grabbed by Ingram. Right in the heart of the warning track here. Popped up on the right side. Day underneath will shield his face from that sunshine and make the play. Yeah. Off Teal seemed like they were here forever. Phenomenal careers. Delayed steal, throw down to second, and it is in time. How about the grab by Day? Climbed the ladder, reached down, applied the tag to end the frame. Undefeated, the 7-6 upset against Arkansas and Hagen Smith. And Jones, the center field. Bobby Whalen able to track it. Similar play almost as what we saw yesterday to lead.
Getting a quick first pitch out.
First start for Lotus in a couple of weeks. Fly ball lifted to left, and again the sun a factor. No big deal for Didowick. Large. Culpepper got underneath that one. And diving backwards, unable to make the catch is O'Farrell. Sliding in at second is Culpepper. Well, I thought Didowick was going to call him off for a moment. The two have a brief conversation. Popped up left side. Becker makes the catch. Some dicey moments with UVA's defense in this frame. And coming up next. But then you get a secondary look at it, a new life. This time sent over to short. Culpepper on the move, delivers a strike. Smooth.
Yeah, smooth is right.
Pitch number 58 from Wentworth. And Didowick strikes out. What's some of those numbers this year for the Cavaliers? I mean, just with the batting average, Wentworth working quickly. A tie ball game. Moonshot straight in the air, and will it stay in fair territory? Culpepper reaching back. Tell you, anything hit in that direction could be a challenge today.
I had to turn into a flips guy. So yeah, anytime the dome was open, I'd put my flips on, ball goes up, get those flips down, and that's
Fly ball deep right field. Sauke drifting backwards, and at the track is there. Pete Hughes did give us a great quote this week. Four strikeouts to wrap up the frame. Through four, we're tied at 2. Brian O'Connor here.
I think he's done a nice job early on. He wasn't locating down in the zone like he needs to. There's a double. But I think he's gutted it out and doing a nice job of keeping us in this ball game.
Coach, real quick, I wanted to ask you about the approach. Any change in approach? I guess that's it right there.
Luxury to hit over 370 out of the 9-hole. Chops it to Culpepper. He waits on it off the back foot. High and not in time. Whalen aboard on the infield single. Becker stays at second.
Yep, it cost him infield hit.
Griff O'Farrell back to the mound. The throw to first is in time and barely. The sacrifice goes 1-3. And we will see if Brian O'Connor wants to challenge this call at first. Looking for indisputable video evidence to change that original call.
First and second, no outs. Leadoff man at the plate. Oh boy, that's close. A little bit of small ball. Sacrifice bunt yesterday.
Here we go.
Oh boy, they might have a case.
And the call overturned. Ethan Anderson without a knock with the bases loaded this year, and that continues. The all-important strikeout for Jackson.
That cutter, also I can stay back on the off-speed stuff.
Slow roller hit to first. They'll go home. The throw is there for the force out. The bases are loaded. 2 away. 4. Ripped through the hole into left field for a knock. 2 runs are in. Freshman magic once again. The first-year player at first base, Henry Ford.
The course of a game, now throughout the course of a season, good things happen.
Shift was in play, and the strikeout recorded. Henry Ford. Head coach Link Jarrett. Ingram leads things off for K-State. And a fly ball deep left center field. Jones camps out underneath the warning track. And there's one away. Victim back in the second inning, his first time up today. Clemson trying to attempt to come back at Doug Kingsmore Stadium.
I think it's simple. It's coaches that want you to show up every single day and play hard.
That is a shot to right field, and Brendan Jones makes it a 4-3 ball game. A no doubt rip, 440 feet. Now Pete Hughes certainly will approve of that swing. And every time it feels like UVA has momentum, Kansas State comes back, sneaks a run back. They're right back in this thing.
Yeah, right on cue. And it's a belief. And these coaches, they do a great job in instilling that. They play for the name on the front of their jersey. They play to win ball games. And when you play for the name on the front of your jersey and to win ball games.
Towards the gap left center field. Whalen can't get there. Off the wall. And a 2-out double now. Digging for 3 is Lotus. Here comes the relay. Nowhere close. Tying run 90 feet away. Line drive center field. Whalen going back at the track. Against the wall, and he makes the catch. He lost his cap in the process. Culpepper has flirted with home runs now twice today. Winner take all, game 3 tomorrow. This one's served to left center. And it's going to stay up just long enough. Braden Jones to get there. What they've done. Well, you're not going to have an issue now after what they did. Above the glove of Culpepper into left field. Ingram retrieves it. And a 1-out smash single for Godbout.
Top 5 round draft pick, heck of a player.
Becker the opposite way. That's a rarity. Into foul territory. No problems for Ingram. So Chuck Ingram. Running catch. And a reminder, the NCAA Super Regional coverage continues.
We're used to it.
The 0-2 off a bounce. Today it's second. Easy play. So we step aside. Home half of the sixth coming up. And the Cats back up to bat. Woolfolk now at 85 pitches. Both bullpens have been staying loose. Cut on and miss. One away. Strikeout number 6 for Jay Woolfolk. An improving rotation, an improving pitching staff. What we saw last week here. 3 straight wins, 2 against Mississippi State, the other against Penn. And what we've seen so far this weekend. Evan Blow. Wind blowing and drifting out towards center field. Hit sharply to third. Becker up with it. And a 1-2-3 inning. 6 innings down. Magic. Even more so when you whisper magic. How about a strikeout on 3 straight? No, Farrell retired.
More room.
And the dirt. And a 2-out walk issued to Ethan Anderson. We have so much data, so many numbers.
Strikes just bounced the ball to the right side, especially with the guy throwing 96. Got to be careful.
Oh, they've got him run down between first and second. The pickoff was there. And the tag applied as Anderson is erased. More excited for him. High and tight. Sauke. It's back-to-back walks issued by Neighbors after Anderson was picked off at first. Henry Ford's had something up his sleeve all weekend long, and that one, I believe, grazed him, or did he get out in time? He did, advancing to second on the wild pitch is Sauke in the on-deck circle. Ford, we know, can wreak havoc. Moonshot down the left field line, and this one right there in the corner. And the catch is made in foul territory by Chuck Ingram. That's a foot away from a home run, a foot away. Given that we're only in the bottom of the 7th. And a leadoff walk issued to Jaden Parsons. A couple of good takes.
On the year.
Runner goes. The throw in plenty of time. And Parsons is thrown out. 9 stolen bases on the season, now 9 of 14. City crowd feeling it. And the payoff driven to center field. Straight away, Whalen going back, and it's off the top of the wall. Digging for second, sliding in safely is Chuck Ingram. How big was that last sequence? Popped up. Center field. Whalen is there. If you're a fan of the Who's, you held your breath. Ingram remains at second. Jones to shallow center. Bobby Whalen again. And the side retired. Woolfolk understandably excited. From punching their ticket back to Omaha. Jacob Ferentz, the catcher, pops it up to center field. Brendan Jones is there. 1 pitch, 1 away. See Ingram almost leave the ballpark moments ago. This one's got a shot as well to deep right field. And the grab on the move, English. He needed every inch of the ground that he covered to get there in time. And a 4-pitch walk. So Tyson Neighbors out of the bullpen. Very good. To the gap. And that will get down and roll for a minute. 2 hops fielded by English. And let's see. They'll wave the runner home. Here comes the relay. Not in time.
Huge.
Back to the mound. Neighbors is there. 1-3 to retire the side. Cavs had a run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 5-3.
Shadows just ran away.
This one served to center field. Bobby Whalen surveying, looking, and that ball is gone. Whalen climbed over the fence to try to catch up to it. We still don't see him. and it's 5-4. And Bobby back on the playing surface.
How about the sophomore? Coming into this at bat, Pete Hughes sticks with him. He's hitting .083 against left-handed pitching. That's the reason he was in this game today with the righty on the mound, Jay Woolfolk. Pete Hughes sticks with him. First home run off. Yes, he has. He tried to pull out one last superpower. Superman going over the wall. My man, Kyan Lotus. Just a little too much juice.
It's Hungate. Chopped is short, off the bounce. O'Farrell, one away. Brady Day. Good swing, straightaway center. Stays up long enough for Bobby Whalen. Didn't have to climb over the wall this time. Popped up towards right. Salke. Now the leadoff home run by Lotus. Was 1 for 4. 6 hits so far in postseason play. Puts a charge into this one to center field. And the grab made by Brendan Jones. One away in the top of the ninth. There's our angle.
Thanks, camera crew.
Straightaway center, and it's down for a hit. The liner gets in front of Jones. So
Everything's been great, man. This is awesome stuff.
Chopped over to second. Boy, you had to wait forever and day. Unable to release a throw.
Trust yourself, down in the zone, get a ground ball.
Wintrobe comes home, and a line out to first, right to Bishop.
You grab a little bit of momentum headed to the bottom half of the ninth.
Ferentz, a drive, right center. And unable to make the grab is Jones. 1 run is in. 2 runs will score. Digging for third is Ferentz. Half of the ninth. But we're not done yet. Didowick draws a walk. In orange and white. Runner goes. And nobody covering at second. The runner at third. So Ferentz now
To get this out here.
Bases are loaded. The inning will not end for Kansas State. Ripped, fair baseball down the third base line into the left field corner. 1 run is in. 2 runs will score. Here comes Godbout. Hansen, a bases loaded double to drive in 3.
Two.
To Culpepper, and maybe one of his final plays in the hole at shortstop in his collegiate career.
And right over the bag.
Chop to third, Hansen is there. Fields and fires 1 away. And Kansas State has enjoyed tremendous postseason success. Rolled to Godbout. And the Cavaliers and out away from Omaha. Look out, Omaha. Here comes Virginia. Back-to-back seasons in the Men's College World Series. 10-4 the final score.